You look at France and you see what a death spiral looks like. I've said before, I think Europe is already dead, but it's just going through the last kind of twitches of its death. But I think what happens in success to a country when it reaches that pinnacle of success that this country reached, for instance, after World War II, is the next generation feels that it has no challenges, no opportunity for heroism, and therefore no meaning in its life. They want meaning, and so they exaggerate every clash. They exaggerate every little thing that happens, and they lose the ability to communicate with the opposite side. And that's what you saw with George Bush inviting Dana Carvey and making fun of himself, allowing himself to be made fun of, the way that he spoke in a civilized way. Maureen Dowd wrote a piece about how they got along, even though she frustrated him with her attacks on him all the time, that he was constantly writing her affectionate letters, saying he liked her. He didn't know why he liked her, but he did, even though she was mean to him. When you lose that ability to communicate, what happens is the powerful have no way of identifying with the weak, and the weak have no way of respecting what the powerful have done in creating the world around them. And this is what happened in Rome. I fear that it's happening here. It's certainly happening in France. I mean, Paris is burning. It is burning because Emmanuel Macron, in the elite obsession with climate change, raised the taxes on fuel without considering the fact that in Paris, you may not need so much fuel, but out in the country where people make their livings by driving around, you need that fuel, and people started rioting. And once they started rioting, of course, the radicals came out, the anarchists, the socialists, the communists, and started burning some of the richer neighborhoods and declaring, why can't the rich share their wealth? I mean, that is an amazingly entitled idea that somehow the rich who earned this wealth, who built stuff, should give it to you. That's the conversation that happens in a death spiral. The conversation that happens is, we don't care about you. We're raising taxes on you because we are fascinated with this climate change narrative. So that's what the powerful do to the weak. And then the weak say, why don't you give us your money? How come you don't give us stuff? They don't understand the work that went into building things, and they're not building stuff in the same way, and they're just demanding stuff be given to them. So it's a dialogue between two ignorant parties, and they have no way of communicating except through violence. That's the only way they can communicate.